up, everyone? Welcome to Bench. Joey here, Angel there for episode 252, previewing every team in the NFL. Currently about to wrap up the NFC today, the Carolina Panthers.
A fun team. More fun than you think.
There's a lot of optimism surrounding the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Mostly because how they finished the year last year, specifically how the quarterback finished the year last year. We'll get into that. If you're watching on YouTube for the first time, thanks for watching.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment or review. Those are all nice free ways you can support the show so that we can keep coming to you week by week with new NFL content. If you're listening on the audio version, thanks for joining us there as well. All the different platforms, Spotify, Apple, we're on all of them. Make sure you follow that as well. And then social media at Bench Show. Check all the different platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, all those different things.
Boom.
We're on those as well at Benched Show. All right, let's jump into it here. Carolina Panthers, because that's what the people here are for.
You're here for the Panthers.
Last year, they did not finish last in the division.
Which kind of what everyone thought.
They finished tied for last.
The moment you saw them...
Technically third.
The moment you saw the Panthers are benching Bryce Young, you literally thought, this is going to be the worst team in football.
Yeah.
Right? Like, first thing you thought. You saw Dalton, you're like, oh my God, we're doing a Dalton Panthers-led team.
I mean, let's not oversell it. It was a terrible season.
But not like,
Point differential is worse than the league. Minus 193.
Try to spin it.
I'm not going to lie to everyone.
But it's not as bad.
They're one of the worst teams in NFL last year. I'm not going to try to spin it. There's optimism. But worst point differential in the league. That's usually pretty telling. 29th in total yards. 10th in rushing, which is actually a pretty good rushing team with Chuba and a decent underrated offensive line.
Yeah.
But 26th in third down deficiency. Defensive struggles, dead last in yards allowed per game.
Stay like historically bad defense.
32nd in rush defense, 25th in pass defense. They're really, really bad. I could literally just keep going with terrible, terrible stats.
So the run or the pass.
But it was after the benching of Bryce Young. Andy Dalton gets in a car accident.
We still don't know the driver.
Something happened to his thumb.
We still
don't know the driver.
Bryce Young in a ski mask.
Maybe. Nevertheless, Bryce Young goes back into the starting spot.
Oh, cool.
And something had clicked. Maybe just the pressure had worn off. Maybe he had nothing else to lose. Let's just go ball and see how it goes. And he played loose.
Yep.
He played well, and the numbers are there to back it up as well. We're definitely going to get into those numbers and why you should be optimistic about Bryce Young because he was an elite prospect.
He reminds you why. Oh, this is why they picked him first overall because of he's like a point guard. So and like you saw it towards the end of the season, like I see why. Like he was picking it apart. Good offensive line, kind of building towards a nice career path.
This is the man who is the second all-time at Alabama in career passing yards and touchdowns. Second all-time at Alabama and set the single-season school record for passing yards with almost 5,000.
And you remember how
and touchdowns passes.
Remember in the draft process how automatic he was. Oh yeah, he's going number one. Then you kind of saw that. Oh, this is why.
So his draft was the Stroud draft, right? Or
him, Stroud. Who's in that draft class?
It's the year before Caleb Williams and them, right?
Yeah.
Who else is the other quarterback? There's another quarterback there.
I'm blanking out completely. I'm completely blanking out. But yeah, it was Stroud, and then Stroud had the big rookie season, and then Bryce Young had to come back. Now at this point, you're kind of wondering who had the better career so far, Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud?
It's definitely C.J. Stroud.
No, I'm saying it's closer than what you would think could be though, because Bryce Young played,
Anthony Richardson went.
That was it.
At 4.
Yeah.
Is there any more quarterbacks in the first round there?
No.
No quarterbacks. Yeah, it was.
A-Rich.
A-Rich was kind of the reach there.
You all know how that turned out.
His career by far has gone the worst, but Bryce Young. I mean, he was as done as I've ever seen a quarterback with his first team.
He benched for Andy Dalton. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they gave him a new shot. And the guy who was brought there to fix him just gave up on him and said, I can't do anything with this guy.
Yeah.
We're going to bench him. But he comes back in, and he had some great numbers that we're going to get to. First, let's look at what the Panthers have done in the offseason. They were busy. They were some busy bees.
Hannah money.
Yeah, a lot of money given out. J.C. Horn, they locked him up. Quarterback one out of that great cornerback class that included J.C. Horn, Surtain, and then there's one more in there.
I forgot. The only thing I know is that Micah Parsons is also in that. He's picked B for Parsons.
There's someone in there. I saw an interview done with him. I forgot who it was.
Was it
Sauce
Stingley?
Gardner.
Or He was.
I think Sauce is in there.
That's a good class.
Great class. He gets 4 years, $100 million. I mean, PFF grades are there. Like he was everything you'd hoped he'd be as a CB1. So he's going to be around, kind of cornerstone of that defense, which is nice to see too, because they hadn't really held on to a lot of cornerstone defensive pieces. Brian Burns is gone. Derek Brown's still there, right?
Yeah, but Luvu was out.
Luvu's gone, and so yeah, it's nice to see him stick around. 57 passer rating when targeted.
He's a stud.
That's a CB1.
Yeah. Would you rather keep a elite pass rusher like Burns, or a cornerback like J.C. Horn?
I really keep J.C. Horn because I don't think Brian Burns is that kind of elite pass rusher.
Also hard to find a corner like this.
If it was like a Myles Garrett,
then obviously.
then I'll keep Micah Parsons. I'll keep that guy.
So
but Burns is like Montez Sweat,
he's in that tier B plus.
A really good pass rusher.
Tier B plus. Yeah,
but not quite that guy. So I'm okay with them keeping J.C. Horn. Although to be fair, that's not the choice they had to make. They just chose not to keep him. They could have very well had both.
They could have. You were paying a quarterback.
Yeah, a quarterback on a rookie contract. Anyway,
what are you gonna do?
Michael Jackson comes back 2 years. One of the coolest names.
Mike Jackson. He's smart for saying Mike Jackson on all the ESPN articles.
Right.
Because I was trying to look up where he was. Like, okay, Mike Jackson. That's very smart.
He's a nice cornerback. 68 PFF rating.
Yeah,
I think a nice pairing there with
solid.
With the man we just talked about, J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn.
So they keep it around. They bring in safety Trayvon Moehrig from the Raiders, I believe.
The Raiders
comes over. He's better than I thought.
He's very good.
78 PFF grade against the run. So kind of in the box safety is where he thrives. 86 tackles, and yet still playmaking on the back end with those 3 interceptions. I think it's a nice piece to this young defense.
Yeah. So with the Raiders kind of having like a turnover, took advantage of that, gave him a nice pay. He's not old either, so nice for them.
Defensive front, they did a ton of work up here. I love what they did to the defensive line because ever since Burns did leave, they had no pass rush.
Gaping hole in pass rush, yeah.
One of my favorite free agents out there this year, and I think this is going to end up being a real steal of a deal, is Tershawn Wharton from the Chiefs. Kind of in a rotational role there, but made plays when he was on the field.
Yeah. Let's preface this. Schefter, or I don't know who broke it, fooled us all. Remember they were the first Milton Williams team that he signed with?
Oh, right.
This is a nice plan B. Because as a Bronco fan, I've seen this guy for about 3 years now. Fantastic player, but they were in a rotation there. I think Carolina, he might really break out to what he really
as an Eagles fan, Milton Williams is a little overrated. He's a little overrated.
Yeah.
He's I think what he got paid is the difference between, I think he made $100 million.
Can we talk about this too?
I think he made $100 million, and Tershawn Wharton's about half of that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the year difference is, but there's not going to be that much of a difference between those two getting a full-time workload because Milton Williams wasn't getting a full-time workload.
Also, Milton Williams is not playing next to someone like Derek Brown.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to see double
teams. It's going to be a nice quality signing for them. Yeah. They also bring in nose tackle, the big man Bobby Brown, I believe from the Rams.
Yep,
is that right?
Very good nose tackle.
Run stop rate. Like he's really, really good.
Don't say that. He got really mad at that. Remember that? That's why he left the Rams.
What was that?
Because an LA article that said that Bobby Brown was a good run stuffer. He hated that title.
Whether he likes it or not, he's good at it.
That's what he's.
Sorry, Bobby.
That's a real thing.
That's why you made 3 years, $21 million. They didn't bring you in there to run routes. But Pat Jones comes over as well. 2 years, 20.
Yeah.
9.5 sacks, 21 quarterback hits with Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of that really, really good Minnesota Vikings pass rush.
Yep.
That was kind of just an army of dudes getting it done. They get Nick Scorton, one of my favorite pass rushers in the draft.
You were saying this, yeah.
They got him in the second round, 10 sacks, 42 pressures there at Texas A&M, and they think he might start pretty early. Angel, I want to go ahead and say the next name there. Princely.
Okay, can we?
Yeah.
Uman Malin.
Perfect.
Right?
Yep. Another pass rusher.
Simplify it.
So they threw some assets at the defensive line.
They needed to.
With the 2 veteran D tackles, the 2 Pat Jones, and then 2 young pass rushers. I love that they did that.
Yeah, they needed, obviously since Burns, you kind of saw last year, it's a gaping hole if you can't rush the passer. Go ask the Falcons how bad your defense is if you can't rush the passer.
And you should not say gaping hole on this show again.
Why?
Nothing.
That's a regular term.
The move though that has fans excited, fantasy people excited.
Yeah.
Bryce Young probably really excited is Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan, 6'5", almost 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns at Arizona. Day one, wide receiver 1. This is the guy.
All right, where is he on the scale of rookie season as far as like, is he gonna put Marvin Harrison like 800 yards or Brian Robinson?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, who's he closer to right now? Like, or what's your prediction? Do you think he's gonna end up this year? 800 or whatever yards that Marvin Harrison Jr. did, or Brian Thomas Jr.
No, he's gonna have a big year. He's gonna break 1,000.
It's gonna be. He has to really be bad to not break 1,000.
And you got to believe in the Bryce Young thing, and I do. I believe Bryce Young has turned a corner. I believe we're going to see a much better version. I think we should temper expectations. I don't think he's going to throw for 4,500 yards or something like that. But you look at the other options on this team, and they're fine, but no one's going to touch Ted McMillan's target share. He might touch 30% target share on this team.
And what this does for the wideout room, it makes really takes the pressure off of Leggett, off of Jalen Coker, off of Thielen. I mean, he's older, but don't be the number one. Just play your role and believe in your role, and we'll make this work. Because Tet is a clear, big body number one. CB1 goes after him. You can now have Leggett, who's more of an athlete than he is a wide receiver. Get him kind of going.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hope in Leggett, but we'll see.
But it's nice that he's not. No CB1s are going to be on him.
They drafted another a slot receiver that I want to kind of just at least mention, and it's because it's the son of a great NFL player, Jimmy Horn Jr., now on this team. He played at Colorado, kind of overshadowed by the spectacle that was Shadur Sanders and Dion.
Travis Hunter.
Of course, the Heisman winner, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
So I've seen him in camp, and now it's camp season.
Yeah.
As far as videos.
It's highlights. This guy's different tape.
I think he's an elite. No, I won't say elite. I think he's a plus route runner. He's not the biggest guy, but I think he's just a baller.
Yeah.
I think he's very Hunter Renfro-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of guy.
Speaking of no pun intended.
Right.
His team just signed Hunter Renfro.
They also have Hunter Renfro, so a great guy to learn from.
Yep.
In the backfield, they had a couple names there. They drafted Trevor Etienne, the younger brother of Travis Etienne, and then brought in Rico Dowdle, 1,000-yard rusher over from the Cowboys.
We're pro Rico Dowdle around here.
We like Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, we do.
And so now that backfield is stacked again, which feels like what they've been trying to do.
Well, they
haven't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah, last year
Miles Sanders was a miss, and Jonathan Brooks was hurt.
On paper last year, Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, and Miles Sanders. That's a deep backfield.
Really nice, yeah.
And then it all kind of went to shit.
Only one of them actually showed up, but he really did show up.
Yeah,
I like the backfield. Like I said before, the weapons are fine, but I think Tet is far and away the best one they have there, unless Hunter Renfro really comes back. Because if we remember, last time he was good, he was really, really good.
But that was how long ago was that? That was when Gruden was coaching him.
I'm just saying, he has been good before, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. He's been away for a minute. Let's look at the coaching. Dave Canales going into year 2, heavy RPO attack. Something that we need to mention eventually here about Bryce Young is that he kind of took his running to the next level last year. Scored 6 touchdowns on the ground, which is kind of
surprising,
interesting, kind of like scrappy runner.
Because he's a little fella, so you wouldn't think that he's
protected himself.
6 touchdowns,
did really well. I like they did that.
If you can do it in a smart way, then do it, man.
And I like that Dave Canales leaned into that part of his game.
Yeah.
OC is listed as Brad. It's
Idzik, Joey. Come on.
It's really Dave Canales though.
Yeah, Canales.
And then DC is Giro Evero.
Yeah, former Bronco coordinator, very good coordinator.
Very good. Last year they ranked 30th in red zone defense, 31st in takeaways.
Surprising, get this job. Okay, that's the one thing that was weird about it, because I almost set records for how bad that defense was last year.
Yeah,
kept his job, so you're kind of hoping okay, they believe in him enough as a person to bring him back one more year.
I'll tell you what, David Tepper gets a lot of crap, and I think
rightfully so. He's kind of a dick sometimes.
Well, listen though, I think the fact that he didn't just go and blow up this team and fire Evero after a terrible year and ship out Bryce Young
and fire Canales or whatever.
Yeah, I like that he's sticking with it, and I like that he's going to see this thing through for a little bit. And even though not everyone has put up great numbers last year, he saw some positive gains, and he's gonna see that through. I think maybe the David Tepper thing got a little bit out of proportion. He's probably just a terrible person to be around, but you don't have to be a nice person to run a great franchise.
It's true.
You could just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you can just be good at your job. Let's look at Bryce Young. 74.4 PFF rating. That's pretty good. 75 passer rating. That's also really good. 3,100 yards, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. 82 PFF grade. 83, excuse me, after week 8.
So after the reset,
he was 83 PFF grade. That'd be better than most of your favorite quarterbacks.
Yeah, and
he was really, really good. I don't want to understate that.
Yeah, I feel like that will sell you down, getting getting benched and then realizing if I don't play good, anyone like this is the NFL. It's not Alabama anymore.
Right.
Like, I'm not just promised a job. It's a nice reset. I can see why he came back like with no pressure because like no one's watching Panthers games after the benching, and then you go there. I'm just to play football, the game I love, the game I went to Alabama for, the game that I got drafted number one overall. Good for him, and he saved his career a lot of money.
After he was benched, the team went 4-6, which is still a losing record, but almost 500 ball.
Well, they were heading towards a 1-win team, yeah.
And the Rams, especially on this show, we give the Rams a lot of credit about, that was the team that almost beat the Eagles the most. False. The team that almost beat the Eagles, like who came closest to beating a fully healthy Eagles team,
what week was that?
The Carolina Panthers.
What week was that again?
I forgot what week it was.
I remember that game.
It was later in the season.
Yeah.
The Eagles very much needed to win the game.
Yep.
And the Panthers were riding this little comeback, and they were dropped Xavier Legette touchdown away from beating the Eagles. And that would have been the only team to beat a healthy Eagles team last year.
And you wonder if that was Tet on the other end, what might have happened.
After he came back, just to throw some more stats at you, he posted 2,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, which is really nice.
Positive.
And then 5 rushing touchdowns. You kind of something just clicked.
That's great. I don't remember him rushing for touchdowns like that. Good for him.
Something just clicked, and I think we need to learn our lesson here. Slow down on this quarterback thing. Slow down on pumping the brakes on writing people off. Slow down on writing off the vets. I think anyone who's like especially if they have a great pedigree coming in,
like good in college, good in first round pick,
they just need to be in the right situation.
Like
we've seen Geno Smith, Sam Darnold,
Baker Mayfield,
all these high picks that just didn't work out with their first situation for various reasons, and we could point at a couple of reasons, like Baker Mayfield was on the Browns type thing. I think we need to pump the brakes on a lot of these quarterbacks who are former high-end first-round picks.
But what sort of?
Okay.
Like 80-20. Like there's still like the 10%, like the 20%, like the Anthony Richardsons of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. Like it's been proven super wrong last couple years.
So okay, I'll take your number, 80-20.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I told you there's that former first-round pick out there, his name's, Baker Mayfield, whatever. He's 25, 26 years old. There's an 80% chance that you're going to get him on your team, and he's going to be a stud franchise quarterback.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's pump the brakes on writing these guys off, and it's worth the shot.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
It's worth a shot. We need to stop writing him off, because even if he does fail, if it's 80-20, you should go take that chance.
Is that too much? No, because
now that I exposed it.
No, because now I'm thinking like I don't want to overdo it, but in recent years, all these former number quarterbacks are getting paid, and for rightfully so.
What quarterbacks are out there right now? Former first round picks.
Who
have kind of fallen off.
Tannehill. What? Okay.
What?
You're saying out there right now, like
guys
available?
Who actually play in the league though.
Oh man. I mean,
I put you on the spot with that.
Well, the one who we think is Fields is like the latest one who's like
that's a great one.
He's the one right now.
Justin Fields, if he clicks somewhere like
with the Jets, if he clicks with the Jets, then
yep,
you never know.
Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, I think is another interesting one.
Yep.
I think Shane Steichen has done really good with pocket quarterbacks. Don't be surprised if Daniel Jones has his best year of his career. If has a Sam Darnold career. I'm not saying it's Baker Mayfield. I'm not saying they should even commit to her long term. But don't be surprised if Daniel Jones goes there. Because we've seen that situation before.
We've seen it now. Now it's more common. Now it's like every year we see a new one.
I think because these quarterbacks just need reps more than they ever had before.
Reps, and then because remember, these guys get drafted to just dog shit teams.
Yeah.
Like think of Sam Darnold, horrible Jets teams. Think of Geno Smith, horrible Jets team. Oddly enough, Baker Mayfield was with the Browns, and then Watson came available, so they just dumped him off. A lot of situations like it's. Yeah, it's patience, one, but two, it's like these guys just played for horrible franchises.
Yeah.
That don't know how to build around a quarterback.
Also, look at Bryce Young. It was obviously between the years.
Yeah, he always
wasn't a physical. He has the goods.
Yeah.
He could play this game. Like he's accurate. He has a quick release. He's a little guy, but just doesn't seem to get hit.
Yeah, and size.
It was all between the years.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these guys just made me some time to
just make it to click, yeah.
I got first round picks here, right? Kenny Pickett.
Well, the Browns will tell you that this year, no. They drafted 5 quarterbacks over there.
Saying Kenny Pickett's up. Mac Jones.
I believe Mac Jones at some point could, but not pick
Trey Lance,
No,
Zach Wilson.
No, do not. No.
See, that's what I'm saying. You would have said the same thing though about a lot. Baker Mayfield was free. No one. He was just on the street.
That's true.
He was running the practice squad for the Rams.
It's tough. It's a tough line to kind of call your shot. Like Trey Lance is like a tough sell.
It's worth bringing these guys in and giving them a shot.
Yeah, Jerry's up for you. He brings in Trey Lance for sure. So
and it's want to make that point. Bryce Young, we're very excited about him.
Yeah.
I hope this continues. It'd be really cool to see him be the guy for this franchise. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We talked about the backfield already, but Chuba Hubbard is going to lead that over 1,000 yards last year, and then with the host of guys behind him, I think that's another positive for Bryce Young.
Deep backfield.
That kind of backfield
For sure.
We talked about the weapons. Won't go there again. Let's go to the O-line. Underrated O-line. Really solid.
Very solid.
Really solid.
Expensive, but from where they were 2 years ago, you would pay them money. This is a good offensive line.
They've low-key built this team very responsibly. They have a young quarterback that's cheap, and they spend a bunch of money on the D-line and the O-line.
Like, you paid for D-line.
To me, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you paid for D-line O-line, which is fine. Whatever. It's good. And then you draft wide receivers, which cost now north of $30 million if for a wideout too. So, like, you're saving money. You drafted Leggett last year, first round. This year, Tet. Bryce Young, obviously, 2 years ago. But then you pay for a Damian Lewis, a Robert Hunt. I get it.
I got some stats for them here. In 2023, they were 27th in pass blocking efficiency. In 24, they climbed all the way to 12th.
That's a
really good.
Go ask C.J. Stroud or Joe Burrow how much they would love a number 12th ranked offensive line.
In sacks per game, in 23, they allowed 3.8. In 24, they allowed 2.1. And the last one here projected. They were projected here 19th in pressure rate. They were blitzed a ton.
Mm-hmm.
They were blitzed a ton with Bryce Young, and they held up. And I think the underrated heart of this team, if they're going to take a step forward, it's going to be this O-line. Keep Bryce Young upright. Keep his head right. Don't get him start seeing ghosts.
He's just a little fella.
And then set a tone with the running game. I think.
Also, it's
O-line's very, very important to this team going forward.
No surprise that when they put the offensive line, the run game, a.k.a. Chuba Hubbard, just became a thing and got paid for it.
Yep.
So, offensive line obviously helps out a lot of things, but it's very, it's very mature of them to just say, no, we could overpay for who was a free agent last year. We could overpay for X wide receiver or
look at the Packers.
Josh Palmer. We can go overpay for Josh Palmer, or we go get a nice lineman and figure out a Josh Palmer type player.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's look at this offense here. Okay, so let's talk about Ted McMillan. You got confidence 1 through 5 that he's a true wide receiver day one.
I'll give him a 3.5 or a 4.
Confidence by the end of the first year.
A 4.
You're pretty confident.
Yeah.
I think he has the goods.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We saw an interview today.
Well, we watched. They have like a Hard Knocks on their draft process.
Yeah.
I don't know where he grew up at. What race is he?
He's Polynesian.
He's not Polynesian.
Let's just say he hung out with the right crowd to be a professional athlete.
Got that dog in him.
He has that dog in him.
Yeah.
That brought my confidence. Like, oh, he's a wide receiver.
Okay, I get it.
Sure.
I get it now. Yes,
for sure. Okay, Bryce Young's a thing though. Confidence that by the end of this year, year 3, he is the franchise quarterback for the Panthers.
Oh, on a 1 to 5 scale.
5.
I would say a 4.5 to near a 5.
I love it.
Nearly there.
I love it.
Because what they've done is just make it easier for them. Year 1, lineman. Year 2, now they get more running backs in the draft. They draft Tet. They're just making it easy. What you do is build him a good line because he's I guess he's more mobile than what I thought. But still, like, any quarterback is better with no pressure at all.
Yeah.
They get more weapons to utilize the lack of pressure that he's getting, and he's more of a point guard. So if he can just sit back, diagnose defenses, and like Xavier Leggett is a different kind of tool or weapon than Ted is, and then you have Hunter Renfrow, and you have Thielen.
Xavier Leggett's not going to be in the top 4 receivers by the end of the year.
Well, no, it's like,
but yeah,
you just mix him into the cocktail that is this passing game, and it turns out to be
like
a pretty good
squad
cocktail. No, Joey.
Question:
he's a good athlete.
How much? He's a great athlete. Doesn't mean he's a good before.
You'll get him somewhere.
How much did that little change in the final 8 weeks change your opinion of Dave Canales?
Like night and day.
Yeah.
Literally, I remember when they benched him. I saw Dalton out there. I was watching games with you and Gabe, and I was like, "This team's about to hire Vrabel or one of the head coaches. Like, this is about to be a complete." Because at that time, Tepper wasn't in the best of graces within the fan base.
They were pretty low across
and it was
the
this
board.
guy who was like, "Okay, Baker Mayfield had one good year. We're just gonna trust this guy to take over the entire franchise."
Yeah.
Now it's like Canales. You're like, all right, he might be Sean McVay.
Yeah.
But like now, there's a better chance he might be Sean McVay than he is, a random, washed-out head coach. Yeah,
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about his defense. We talked about a lot of the additions to it. Don't want to not talk about Derek Brown. He's the best player left in this defense.
100 tackles as a nose tackle, which is crazy.
84 PFF grade. Like, he's the guy so far. And I think surrounding him with all this talent, you're really going to see this defensive line come alive.
Yeah, what you did, obviously the Brian Burns thing kind of sucks, but Derek Brown surrounding him with a bunch of talent where he's not the only guy. Maybe, obviously double team most of the time, but maybe less double teams this year, coming back off of a major injury.
Yeah.
Maybe you see his best year or close to it because he's in his prime and this whole defense is built around, the front seven is built around him.
You look around, too. Like, they're poised to drop in a star now. Like, if they, shock the world and they go trade for Trey Hendrickson, or they go trade for TJ Watt.
Any one of the
if they go get one of those guys, I think all of a sudden this is
watch out.
This is a really good unit.
Yeah.
Because even look at the second level here with DJ Wanham, Nick Scorton, Josie Jewell, Pat Jones. These are guys who are okay, these are legit starters in the NFL. You're not stars.
Yeah, you're building towards yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Love it.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the secondary as well. Okay, let's talk about this defense. Over under top 15.
Under.
So you pick him as a top 15.
Oh, sorry, over.
Really?
Question confused me.
Yeah, it was weirdly worded.
Yeah, it's just as much as we love them and love the efforts in the second and third round to draft pass rusher.
Yeah,
it's still a position that's very hard to get right. Obviously, we had mocked them picking a pass rusher at number 7 or 8 or 8, right?
Right.
Yeah, but they didn't. So yeah, I think maybe 15 to 20.
Yeah,
right. That's kind of where they'll float around. They have obviously some weapons there, but they're lacking pass rusher. They need a couple guys to emerge.
I think I'm a little higher than them. I think, but not too much higher. I'm not gonna put it as a top 10.
I 15 to 17. Or 15 to 20.
Yeah, I'll put them a little higher. I think I'd put them top 10, as in 10 or 9 could be their ceiling, but I think they're no worse than 15.
Okay. Yeah.
With Evero as the DC, all these players now infused, I think they're going to be a pretty good unit next year.
And it helps that you play the Saints twice.
Well.
That will help your stat line.
Okay. I got some bold predictions here. Say yes or no, bet the house. Ready?
Yay or nay? Yes, do it.
JC Horn, first team All-Pro.
Thinking the NFC cornerbacks right now.
It's good ones.
I would say nay because Quinton Mitchell's pretty good too. But he's JC Horn.
That's really good.
Cornerback's hard because some random year you could have a
you pick 2 of them too, right?
Yeah, 2. Some random year you could have a Jalen Johnson being a first team All-Pro. The next year he's not that good or not as good.
So the Bears guy. They have the Bears guy in the NFC.
Quinton Mitchell.
Yeah, Quinyon. We'll see what Cooper does in his second year.
They've proven to like
Horn.
a Deron Bland enough for first team All-Pro.
Deron Bland.
So we'll see.
Diggs is coming back.
Yeah, so it's tough.
Yeah,
tough.
It's tough.
So nay.
McMillan wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
It's basically him versus Genty. I'd say nay, but nay.
He's gonna get a lot of work.
If Ryan Thomas Jr. can't make it, can't win it. I don't know if he can.
McMillan, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah.
Bet the over. What's the better pick? Go use our code for better picks. That's a nice one. He's gonna get a ton of targets.
Carolina top 10 in sacks and red zone defense.
No,
that's
a lot.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Bryce Young, 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns. Ooh.
That's tough. I think the 25.
This is the heart and the mind, trying to reconcile here.
I want to you know how you split nines when you're playing.
Yeah.
I'll
take one of these.
Yeah, I'm split them. Play.
Okay, which one's more likely? 4,000 yards or
25 touchdowns?
I think so.
I think that's easy. I think he's proven in the last half of the season. Give me some time, give me some weapons, give me a clear headset.
8 games, he had 15.
Yeah. Then you add Tet. Then you add Renfro, whatever that is. You have Tavian Sanders, which we haven't even talked about, second-year tight end. Yeah. Leggett, which you hate. Jalen Coker, Thielen, who's like whatever you can get is whatever you can get.
When he plays, he's good.
So yeah,
He's
25,
always hurt.
4,000. You need someone else besides Tet to kind of help you out there.
All right, ready for the schedule?
Yeah. Who? Do you want me to do it?
I'll give it. I will say it to you. You ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Carolina Panthers. Here we go. They start the season on the road first 2 weeks at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Duval. I'm going to give them.
That's a good game to start.
That's a good game. Both teams are kind of doing. At this point, I'm taking quarterbacks. I'll take Bryce Young over Trevor Lawrence.
I think so too.
1-0.
Nice.
Yeah.
At Arizona.
That might be a little bit of a heat check just because they're not quite there yet. I'll go 1-1. So they lose that one.
Host the Falcons. Tickets as low as $41.
Good. I would go to Falcons Panthers game.
We gotta go to North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, never mind. That's the reason why we're not going.
Hosting the Falcons. What do you think?
Hosting the Falcons. I'm gonna have them split the series. They'll win the first one, and lose the second one.
They win the home game.
So they're 2-1.
They go to New England.
You know how I feel about Vrabel. You know how I feel about the defense.
Game.
They are 2-2. They lose that one.
They host Miami.
You know what, dude? That's a nice schedule to open up. That's a win. You don't know we don't know what Miami is.
If they're playing well here, I could see them winning each one of these games.
Okay, yeah, they're 3-2 right now so far.
Tough.
Yeah.
Week 6 is gonna be hosting Dallas.
You know what? I don't think they can. I think that's a shootout, and I'll take Dak Prescott and the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a loss for them.
Going to New York to play the Jets.
Talk about the most boring game you'll ever see.
Why? Stars everywhere.
Just gonna run the ball a billion times. You know what? Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You should like football.
If you like defensive football, this is the game. This is in New York. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna give. I'll give Carolina. I'll give. They're 5-2 right now. Holy shit, man.
Tough second half though.
Okay.
They don't have their bye till week 14. Next in week number 8, they host Buffalo.
That's a really close game, but I'll take Josh Allen.
Then they go to Green Bay.
Back-to-back losses. I'm taking Green Bay.
And they host the Saints.
There you go. Back on it. That's a dub. Doesn't matter where that is.
Then
6-4.
They go to Atlanta in week 11.
They win the first time. They lose this one. They're 6-5.
Stay on the road. They go to San Francisco on a Monday night to play the Niners on Thanksgiving.
That's a loss. I think Niners will show out in that game.
Prime time.
Yeah.
They stay on the West Coast. Oh, sorry. They don't go. The West Coast comes to them. Rams at home. Oof.
Yikes.
That's tough.
Loss.
Yeah, it's a loss going into the bye at week 14. They come back with 5 games left. What's their record right now?
6-7.
So they're probably still sniffing the playoffs here. If
In
that
that
AFC South is anything like it has been the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So 5 games out. These are very, very important. Sorry, 4 games down the stretch here. 3 of the 4 are divisional opponents.
Yikes.
First one is in New Orleans to play the Saints.
They sweep them this year. That's just different talent. So
these last 3 games.
Holy shit! What did I say? 7-6.
So these last 3 games, they're fighting for the division. Most likely with the Bucks. They play the Bucks twice in the last 3 weeks.
That's just that's just good television.
First they host them at home, December 21st. The Bucks trying to put away a division probably.
This is in Tampa.
This is hosting the Bucks.
I think
in Carolina.
They split the games. I'll give them a win here. They are 7-8. Oh, they're 8-8 right now.
Then they stay at home against Seattle.
We got to cover Seattle quick because I got to figure out what the hell they are.
Yeah.
They won. Yeah, you know what? I'll give them a win here. 9-8.
Okay, and then possibly with the division on the line, they go to Tampa Bay.
This is where they lose.
So you got them at 9-9. Sorry. 8-9. What do you have, miss?
They're 9-8 right now.
9-8. Oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I gave them a win too much.
Damn it, Angel. All right, let's see. So you have
I had them at 6-7 going into the last stretch of games. Remember?
Yeah, then you had had them beating New Orleans, beating Tampa Bay.
So that's 8-7. Yeah.
And then you had them beating Seattle.
9-7.
And then you had them losing to.
Oh, sorry. Now they're 9-8.
9-8.
Yeah, 9-8. One game off.
Is
How many games did they win last year?
Let's see.
But like that's an improvement. 9-8 for this team that like you look at the team.
Yeah, they won 5 games last year.
Not a ton of defensive stars. You know, kind of building for some. This is a
So games I think they could win that you didn't give them. I think they could possibly beat the Patriots early in the year.
okay. That's week 3 or 4, right? That's
4.
4, yeah.
I think they beat the Patriots early in the year. Drake May. I'm not scared of that offense yet. Even with Travion Henderson, we got to see if there's
At this point, Diggs
anything
probably isn't back
explosive.
yet. Yeah.
I can see him winning that game.
Yeah.
I think you have them losing to Dallas.
I have them losing Dallas.
They can win that game. I think you're there too, probably.
I give them Dallas, but yeah, I wouldn't. You can argue both sides.
Bills and Packers are tough.
And the Niners are tough too on Thanksgiving.
I think that's a good game.
Really, Niners?
I think the Niners and
Yeah.
Niners have a lot of figuring out to do. They lost a lot in that defense. You know, they probably where's CMC at this point? Where's Ayuk at this point?
Yeah.
They're not the full strength Niners, most likely.
Yeah.
Rams is going to be tough as well, and then Tampa Bay twice in the last 3 weeks
That's just good television. That's week 18. That could be.
Who knows, man? I think they could push it to double digits. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think they can grab 10 wins, maybe if things go.
What's
right.
like the floor? Like 7.
Seven.
Which means we're confident in them, and then not only that, it's like they have talent. Like that's what you're kind of
anywhere from 10 to 7 wins, and they go into next year as one of the teams people are excited for.
The sexy pick.
Yeah.
Then Carolina becomes
go big game hunting.
Yeah. Then you're like, let's go. Like, we're not. We're 10-6, 9-7. We made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
You can start selling free agents on that prospect of young and upcoming team.
I like it. That's the Carolina Panthers going into 2025. I think Arrow is definitely up for this team as long as Bryce Young keeps improving and Dave Canales.
Yeah.
As long as that stays together, I think the rest of the pieces are nice.
We'll follow.
The rest of the pieces are nice and ready to take a next step.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes. That's Carolina Panthers. That's our show today. Thanks for joining us. Episode 252. Don't forget to download BETR Picks, use our code, and take advantage of that free offer. See you again. Bye.